Hello, agentpreneurs, and welcome to episode 33 of the Daily List Report. We've got a great show for you today. We've got our old friend Ryan Terrigno, who's our director of product, and he's going to talk about the Daily List Report. That is the email that all of you get in your inbox every single day that has a bunch of great information and things for you to do to start your day off right. He'll be on in just a few minutes. I want to talk about the rest of the week. We've got a slight change in schedule, and our Chief Operating Officer, Wasal Cotter, is going to be on tomorrow, and we have some unbelievable announcements about our Stand and Salute military-themed week next week for the show leading up to Memorial Day. We've got Navy SEALs, we've got Air Force, we've got Army, we've got all sorts of amazing military leaders coming on, and they're going to share with you the lessons that they've learned that are applicable to you in your everyday life as you build your business, as you dig deep, and as you continue to grow. And so tomorrow, Wasal is going to be on. We're going to give you a lot more information. We've actually got a surprise guest coming on next Friday. I'm not going to spoil it today, but we're going to talk about that tomorrow, so make sure you tune in then. And then on Friday of this week, we've got my good friend Keizo Shimamoto. He is a world-famous ramen chef. He's the inventor of the ramen burger, and he embodies passion and focus like nobody I know. And that has been a consistent theme on this show. And so he's going to come on. He's going to share some of his thoughts and how he was able to achieve what he did in his career. So make sure you tune in on Friday for that. And then again, next week, Stand and Salute. Great week, great lineup leading up to Memorial Day. As always, I have the distinct pleasure of reintroducing to the show Ryan Terrigno. Ryan is our director of product and a super delightful guy. Ryan, by the way, is also the author, singer, and songwriter and musician for our theme show, the official Daily List Report music video. So with that, Ryan, I'm going to bring you on screen right now. So why don't you say hello to our agentpreneurs again? You're a welcome face.
Hello once again, agentpreneurs. It's great to be here.
Awesome. So for all of you out there, Ryan just had a couple days off, a couple well-deserved days off. And one of the things that I think we've observed, Ryan, and I'm sure you can attest to this, is that working from home means that there's like no lines anymore. And I think we're finding that we're working more than we ever have before. So even though you can't maybe go on a vacation, it's good to take that time. So Ryan was able to sign off. We tried not to bug him too much. And I hope you got a little bit of rest, Ryan.
Absolutely. I got to read 200 pages of a new book about the show The Office yesterday, which is one of my very favorites. So had a lot of fun doing that. Just got
That's
to tune out for a
fantastic.
bit. It was great.
That's good. That's good. So this is really important, right? As these lines get blurred and as you're pushing to deliver on your business and your learning and all of that, make sure that you take some time to recharge and relax. We actually had an episode a couple weeks ago about work from home with Mallory Mask, who's our head of people. Watch that episode. She has some really good tips about how to create separate spaces, how to stay connected with people, and I think that's really important. So Ryan, we're going to talk today about one of my favorite things that we do, which is the Daily List Report, right? Which is this delightful email that shows up in the inboxes of 200,000 agents every single morning and is a great way to start the day. For those of you listening, for whatever reason, are not subscribers, ListReports is a free service. We serve 250,000 agents across the country. You sign up, you're going to get this great email that Ryan's about to talk about. So you just go to listreports.com, you sign up for free, and boom, you're ready to go. So Ryan, why don't we kick it off this way? We always start with the why. That's our most important thing. So why are we doing this? Why do we have this email? What's the why behind this product?
Right. So as you mentioned, we have over 250,000 agents subscribed to the List Reports products, and that's a huge distribution network. And the one thing we want to do is make our products accessible and easy, and we want to make sure we're providing them with as little roadblocks as possible to get to our product, to access the information and the features that our agents want and need in order to, grow their business, build their business on a daily basis. And so this email provided a fantastic opportunity for us to deliver that value to agents every single morning, almost at the same exact time, generally before some get up. Maybe the early risers are receiving it as they're having their morning coffee, but it really gives them an opportunity to get information about their market, about the industry, and about products that are going to be able to help them take that next step forward on that given day. The information
Absolutely.
in these emails is changing every single day. It might not be the same any day of the week.
Yeah. No, that's right, Ryan. And I think, one of the things that we try to do in the products that we build is whenever possible, we want to bring you the answer, right? We don't want you to, like social media and shareables is a great example, right? You have to think about, well, what should I share and what's the image? And I have to make an image and then what do I write on the copy? We just try to help you by giving you the answer because there's so much that you have to do as agentpreneurs, right? You have to run your business and your transactions and deal with people and vendors. Like there's so much that you have to do. We're trying to take some of these things off of your plate and make it really, really easy for you to accomplish those things. So Ryan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you sort of take over here. Make sure you flip your shared screen there because I see myself right now.
You see yourself, huh?
I see myself. Just drop that one in the background. There you go. So Ryan, I'm going to let you drive right now. And so you have the floor.
Thank you so much, Randy. So this is a passion project across the company, right? We all take a lot of pride in this email, and it's ever evolving. It's been around for quite some time, but in the last year or so, we've really tried to increase the value and make sure that we're providing that on a daily basis. So last December, we actually saw some of the biggest kind of design and aesthetic changes to this email that we've had in a really long time. And from there, it's just been a snowball effect. We've been adding to this thing on almost a weekly basis to the things we're able to deliver to our agentpreneurs every single morning. So I know that maybe a lot of us might have not be as familiar with as others. So I really want to take us through this piece by piece so we can all truly understand the value. And as Randy mentioned, if there's a chance that maybe you're not subscribed to this email, we provide plenty of opportunities in product on your homepage, on your shareables page, all over, where we give you a one-click opportunity to resubscribe to this email. So if you see anything in here that you're interested in that maybe you didn't know existed before, plenty of opportunities to do so. And if you can't quite find it on your own, please let us know at support@listreports.com, and the customer success team will be more than happy to help you get resubscribed to this thing.
Absolutely. Hey, Ryan, do me a favor real quick, just a little minor thing. Go ahead and minimize that video window you have on your shared screen, or go full screen on your browser, either way.
Sure.
That's perfect.
I'm going to be kind of bouncing back and forth a little bit because, as I mentioned, the content in this email is different every day. So it's actually tricky for me to find the most perfect example just in one.
No worries. You're going to be great. Go ahead. Thanks, bud.
All right. So this is the Daily ListReport email. This is going to be personalized to you, and it's going to be personalized to the date in which you're viewing it here. This header, actually, we designed it in such a way, with ListReports, it's all about value and delight sometimes above all else, depending who you ask. So we wanted to make sure we were able to update this thing on holidays and just when important things are going on in the world, just for that extra layer of delight. So before we get into the real meat of this, I just want to show you our designer, Wendy, took it upon herself on May 4th to design this very delightful Star Wars themed Daily ListReport headline here with little
So
BB-8.
delightful.
And we're going to take that opportunity whenever we can. So this is back in January when, unfortunately, that we had the wildfires going on in Australia, and ListReports was doing, a fundraiser, and so we were able to design the header just in such a way. So always take the opportunity to delight you in your inbox every day, as well as provide that value. So just had to get that in there. Up here, you're going to have a lot of information. This is kind of like our headline. So we take a couple opportunities here to make sure if there's anything very, very important going on in the industry that day or in the ListReports environment that day, we're going to take the opportunity in the head of your email to inform you of those things. So this was when we released our new Listpecs feature. We just wanted to make sure that all of our agents knew that this was available and you could scroll down and find out more information. So keep an eye out for those items. Whenever you see a headline like that, it's generally something we really want you to pay attention to. And as many of us are familiar, if you've been reading the email on a daily basis, we call this our, for lack of a better name, our blurb. This gives employees, executives of ListReports our opportunity to communicate specific messages to you. And again, this could be something about we want to make sure you understand a brand new feature has been released, or if there's something really, really important going on in the industry, and we want to make sure you turn into our Facebook Live show that day. We're going to take this opportunity to express that to you. So you'll often see the avatar here and the name cycling through. It might be AJ, our CEO. It might be Randy. It might be myself or Wendy, one of the designers. So keep an eye out for that. It's always going to be very, very important and helpful information to you. And always helpful to you to read. So as I go through this, I'll try and call this out. I mentioned the content of this email is different almost on every single day you might open it. So it's very valuable to read it on a daily basis. In fact, the first item here is something you're going to see on Sundays. And actually, Sunday is the one day where this will show up and it won't show up on your other days. And this is a section called The Eclectic Economist. And this is content kind of curated by one of our team members, Scott Brixton, who is a man about town. He is an economist. He's a brilliant guy, just super interesting, been all over the world. And he scours the internet to find the most kind of relevant, important articles about the world and the industry that we think you might benefit from reading. And he always puts his headlines here. He's a fantastic writer. Sometimes I want to add an eccentric economist to this, because sometimes he is so interesting and fun in how he writes these headlines. He'll give you the gist of what this article is, and we always make it available to you to click out. So if it's a Sunday, maybe it's a slow day for you. You just want to keep up to speed on what's going on in the industry, or maybe you have client meetings, open houses later that day. You can take this information and kind of absorb it and maybe give it back out to your clients or the world to ensure that you're able to be that industry expert and express that information to your sphere. So keep an eye out for this section, The Eclectic Economist on Sundays. Always, always a very interesting read. Now, this section is very, very cool. This is called ListReports University, and you won't see this every day, but if you're a new user, a new agent signed on to the ListReports platform, the first several days of your ListReports journey, we're actually going to be giving you this ListReports University information to you on a daily basis. And in here is going to be some of the most important pieces and value propositions we want you to understand and know like the back of your hand about how to immediately get the value out of ListReports. So ListReports University available to you first few steps of your journey. And generally, if you need to get caught back up on this information, you can find it in your resources sections back in your dashboard. Now, if you happen to not be on your first few days of the journey, in place of ListReports University, we're actually going to be showing you a update here about this show, about the Daily List Report. So you're going to find an in case you missed it section of your email to ensure that in case you missed yesterday's broadcast of this very show, you're going to be able to find out and quickly access those videos via our YouTube channel. So you can get caught back up and make sure you're always up to speed on the latest that Randy here is providing for you. And I might have very specifically chosen this example because this is the Daily List Report.
Oh, I didn't notice that, Ryan. How convenient.
You didn't notice that? Oh, interesting. So had a lot of fun making this song, so I'm just trying to get it as much runway as I can.
Absolutely.
Really counting on this to be my big break out of here, Randy. So I'm sorry if this really kind of takes me away from ListReports, but I got a lot of, I think it's got a lot of momentum. So anywho, the Daily List Report, make sure to keep in track of that. That's in case you missed it. So one of your key items on ListReports in the ListReports product is your marketing kits. This is your 25 plus piece marketing kits full of your beautiful flyers and your postcards and your single property websites about any and all of your active listings that you have generated on the ListReports platform that may or may not be co-branded with your loan officer, but it's your prime ticket to being able to market your listings out into the wild and on social media. Now, this marketing kit section provides you quick access to your marketing kits and the shareable items within those kits. For all of the kits you may not have opened yet, you might not have read yet, we want to make sure that they're there, you know that they're there, and they're easy and quick to access. So whenever you see this marketing kit section here, it likely means maybe you haven't actually gotten to go and preview that information yet. So please always make sure you check out that information. That's your, like I said, your prime ticket to going and be able to promote your homes. And you can very quickly and easy share to Facebook, your single property website, or view your open house flyer, and all the options are going to be right there for you. So always keep a close eye on your marketing kit section if it happens to be available to you. Now, Listpecs, one of my favorite sections. So as we know, we recently released a new product called Listpecs, which is a great way to share and customize curated packs of listings out on social media, out with your active buyers and your clients. And you have several access points to Listpecs inside the product itself. But on a daily basis, we're always going to present this very beautiful and visual component to you to make sure that you have quick access to get into the Listpecs section and very easily share these things on your social media channels. We'll always make sure that the packs with the most listings that are ready to share are going to be promoted to you first in this section. But easily by clicking View All, you can get into the product and you can go and create a custom one if you'd like. All the options are going to be available to you there.
And Ryan, just real quick, just on that one, right? This is a similar value proposition as the shareables that a lot of agents listening right now or watching right now are using, which is you want something to share on social media, you want to share homes. With basically 2 or 3 clicks, you can have single level homes in a specific market area up on Facebook, ready to be consumed by people out there in your sphere.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. Just as easy to share as shareables. So if shareables is old hat to you and you completely have utilized it in the past, understand the value, and have enjoyed using that feature, Listpacks is very similar in that sense, just as easy to pull up and share, but there's high utility on the consumer side for you when you share these on social media. Your sphere, your clients, and consumers that happen to catch your shared Listpacks out in the wild, they can click into these, and the consumer experience allows them to cycle through homes in your area based off of these specific categories you might have set up, and always has lead capturing capabilities for you and your paired loan officer. So, which is a quick segue into shareables. So the daily shareable of the day is always going to be readily available to you. And it's going to be today's shareable, quick access. And if you happen to not be yet subscribed to our, cycling through a little bit, to our brand new premium shareables, you might even catch this little tag right here that gives you quick access into the product where you can read about the value that premium shareables can provide to you and how you're able to add your branding to our daily shareables. And make sure your shareables don't expire. There's a lot of value to our new premium shareables feature. So if you happen to see this little tag and you're interested, please do click on that and go read about how you can get more information on the premium shareables. But your daily shareable will always be presented to you here in your Daily ListReport email. And it's pretty much one click into the product and another click or two to share it onto Facebook. It's super, super easy. And a fun feature we do here is every Saturday and Sunday, we will show you kind of a weekly summary of that week's shareables. So we actually do the tallying and we find out which of our shareables of that week that you agentpreneurs out there enjoyed the most and thus shared the most. And we'll always present that and highlight that right here with this emoji and show you our most popular one of the week, but we'll also show you some of the others that we used that week. That if you are not yet subscribed to premium shareables, as we know, sometimes these ones do have a time limit on them, so some of the shareables will expire at a certain point. So we want to make sure you have extra opportunities over the weekend to have an opportunity to share those before they go away. All right, moving right along. And of course, if you are paired with a loan officer on the ListReports product, which we really hope you are because there's tons of value there to you and your loan officers, we're just going to give them a nod right here and make sure their information is ever present. And if you're not yet subscribed to a loan officer, you're going to see a little call to action and a value proposition to ensure that you can jump into product, send your loan officer an invitation, and hopefully get them signed up for the service so you two can get joined up and you can co-brand on your marketing materials together, share leads together, and just continue enjoying the value that the product can bring as a team. All right. Now, another highly valuable section of this email that we know is very, very popular amongst our agentpreneurs is your market overview. So one interesting thing about this email is it's hyper specific to you as an individual and where you do business. So you see this thing here called your market areas. So in the ListReports product, you actually have a section where you're able to go and pinpoint exactly where you're most interested in where you do your daily business and where you work. So if you would be in the product and you go to our nav menu, go to your settings, and you go to the My Market tab, you're going to see this section here called the Daily ListReport email. And you have the ability to select cities and zip codes of the areas where you do business. And based off of the areas you choose, that's actually going to fuel the market data that we're able to feed to you every single day in this email. And that includes all the new listing counts, the total number of listings, the median price of the listings in your area, and the median days on market of the homes in your area. And we'll always show you the areas that you have chosen that are making up this data set and give you a quick link in here if you want to add or remove market areas on your account. This will just take you to the product, to the page I just showed you, and allow you to do that. We encourage you to bolster this as much as you can, whatever areas you're interested in, to become the market area expert, to understand what's going on and have access to these listings. The more areas, the better. And you might actually find some information, some listings. If you have active buyers, you might be able to use this email in this section specifically to find some valuable properties you can suggest to them. Which brings me to my next point here, is based off of this 4 new listings you'll see in your market, we're going to be feeding you, the most recent MLS listings that have been posted in your area. These are the active listings based off of all of this market area you see here. So we'll show you the agent, their information, stats on the home, and allow you to easily click through to a further detail page to see more information about this home. And if you want to pass it along to one of your buyers or clients, you have the opportunity to do so. We're very excited about some changes that are going to be coming down the line in the not so distant future, where we're going to add far more value and utility to this section, where we're going to be able to show you the listings and the market area stats like we do today, but actually take you into an area of the product where you'll be able to find even more of the listings, kind of filter them down a la kind of MLS style, and even allow you to easily share those with buyers or on social media and create list packs out of these listings. So we're excited about some of the value we're going to be adding here in the very near future. And when I say that, that is ListReport's standard time, which means it will be in the very near future. We are always on the move to enhance this product for you. So this is the listing counts. And then down here, we actually are finally here at the bottom of this email as it stands today. And this is kind of for fun. This is going back to that delight factor, like I showed you with the delightful Star Wars header of this email. This is just a fun, did you know fun fact based off of some of the data from your market area. So you'll see here how this is written. It says, with the median price of $594.9 in your market, which correlates with the data you just saw right up above there, it's actually based off of your market. You could buy 27,000 strands of holiday lights. That's one way to keep your holiday season lit. So it's just a fun fact based off of actual market data in your area that you can read to yourself and chuckle. You can turn into a marketing asset that you share on social media. You can tell it to your dog, whatever you'd like, but it's just for a little sense of delight and whimsy. And feel free to do as you like. But it's funny, we say funny, but also true. Click here to see where we got these numbers. So you can actually click here, and a lot of times it'll actually take you to an affiliate link, like something like an Amazon link, where you could actually buy 27,000 strands.
That sounds like about how many holiday lights you have at your house, Ryan.
It's more like 28. But thank you
You're
for
getting there.
Thank you
You're
for
getting there.
Yeah. So that one's just for fun, but all in all, this email is chock full of incredible value for our agentpreneurs. I can't stress it enough. We encourage you to open this every day, have a cup of coffee, and just see what's new for you. Take the values you want. Share your daily shareables. It's a couple clicks. Make sure you're up to speed on what Scott's telling you on Sundays. And this email will continue to evolve and evolve and evolve as ListReports itself continues to evolve. So always keep an eye on this. It's always going to be different, always going to be changing.
That's great. Hey, Ryan, I think that's great. I think you summed it up nicely, right? For all of you out there, our vision for this, our hope for this is that you wake up in the morning, you grab your coffee, your tea, your green juice, whatever you drink in the morning, and you open up this email and you're informed, you're educated, you're delighted, you've posted to social media, and so you're driving brand awareness for yourself out into your sphere of influence. You know what's happening in the market. You've watched the Daily List Report if you missed it from the day before, right? And so you're hopefully educated and informed in some of the things that are happening in the world today. And you're ready to start your day, right? So we hope and we would encourage you to build this into your routine and your habit. A couple 100,000 agents across the country do this every day, right? And so that's our vision for it, and we hope that you love this. Ryan, are there any parting words that you want to share with our agents before we wrap up for today?
It's just always to be great. Sorry, I can speak. too long on
You're
vacation, I
coming off
guess.
vacation. Yeah, you're getting there.
I'm just coming on vacation. It's always a pleasure to be here, and I take great pleasure in being able to present our features and our products to our entrepreneurs. They're always labors of love for the entire team. So it's a pleasure to be here. I can't wait to come back. And please open your Daily List Report email every morning.
That's awesome. Well, Ryan, you're delightful as always. We will have you back for sure. I'm sure you'll be back sooner than you might even want. So with that, why don't you say goodbye to the agentpreneurs out there, and we'll see you soon, Ryan.
Goodbye, entrepreneurs. Please watch the Daily List Report theme song on YouTube.
Oh, yes. I cut you off too soon there, but they could hear your voice. Shameless plug for
Shameless
our
plug.
own show, but whatever. It all works out. So that was great. Again, open that email every single day. If you're not using it, you should use it. Such great information there. So definitely do that. It's in your inbox, usually between 6 and 7 a.m., right around maybe 6:30 a.m. in your time zone. So you are ready to go and ready to start the day. As we talked about before, Wasal Cotter, our Chief Operating Officer, is coming on tomorrow. She has a massive heart for the military and her service at Veterans United. And we're going to talk about next week and not only the guests that are coming on, but what we can learn from our military leaders as we roll into Memorial Day. So tomorrow's going to be a really great episode. If you are watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Our YouTube channel is growing. We're getting more and more views, great, tremendous engagement, comments. I monitor this one personally, so if you have a comment or a question or suggestion, please feel free to jump on. Go to the Daily List Report on Facebook, subscribe to the channel, and continue to consume that content. And we hope you're enjoying this show. So until then, be safe, be healthy, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.